I mentioned that the friend of mine would be back on and do a number. Right now, one of the top songs in the country is from an album of the same name called Wake Up Everybody. And I would like to have the man who has the big hit on it do it for us. And I am so happy again just to say that pleased that they're here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the man, Mr. Theodore Pendergrass.
I'd like to dedicate this song to everybody that might be watching, listening, or if someone tells them, because I feel we all have something to do about the way that the world is today.
Sleeping in bed, no more back to thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war and poverty. Whoa. Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. They're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best that you can. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. Na 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 na. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, just you and me. Wake up all the doctors, make the old people well. They're the ones who suffer and who catch all the hair. And they don't have so very long before their judgment day. Won't you make them happy before they pass away? Wake up all the builders, time to build a new land. I know we could do it if we all lend a hand. Only thing that we have to do is put it in our mind. Surely things will work out. They do it every time. Won't get no better if we just let it be. Na 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 na. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it, just you and me. Yeah, yeah. Change it, just you and me. Change it, yeah. Do it alone. I need some help, y'all. Can't do it alone. Yeah. This song is dealing with the problems of the world today. It's as much as your fault as it is mine. We're all a part of it. But we can all start doing something if we haven't already. We can start at the most important place that there is. We can start at home. And maybe one day, maybe we won't see this world change in our lifetime. But at least we can make this world a better place for our children, don't you agree? And the thing that we have to do most of all is we gotta teach the babies.
Teach the babies.
Teach the children.
Teach the children.
Teach the babies.
Teach the babies.
Teach the children.
Teach the children.
Teach the babies.
Teach the babies.
Teach the children.
Teach the children.
We got to teach the baby.
Teach the baby.
Teach the children. We need to wake up everybody. Wow.
Everybody.
We need to wake up everybody. Wow.
Wake up, everybody.
We need to wake up everybody. Wow.
Wake up, everybody.
We need to wake up everybody. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you very much.
What about that song? What about this man's voice and performance? We'll be right back. Right after this word. Stay with us. I love that. Love that song. I asked Ted that when we went to commercial, I asked him who wrote that song, because I think the song has so much to say. Tell the people who wrote it, because I think it's worthy of it.
The president of our company, MC Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, John Whitehead, Gene McFadden, and Vic Karstofferson.
Oh, wow. That is a good song.
5 writers.
When we were backstage before we started to go to tape, before we were taping, you were talking about Philadelphia, where you come from.
Oh, my God. Filthy Delphi, that's what we call it.
Well, when you go back now as, you know, as superstars in your world, and I'm serious in terms of anybody that has many hit records you guys have, but I'm serious. How are the cats on the corner? I mean, you know, the neighborhood.
Now, that's a trip. That's really a trip. I go back home. I cannot move my mother out of the ghetto. I tried. I said, Mama, move. No. I'm not going to move, okay? So I go visit her. There's different cats now in the neighborhood. And when I was growing up, I used to run the neighborhood. You know, I was the biggest jitterbug in the neighborhood. Now you got guys that are 16, 17. They don't care about me. You know, I say, I used to run this neighborhood. They said, well, that's right, you used to. And they said, well, you look like somebody I've seen before. So I said, no, you haven't seen me before. They said, I know where I've seen you before. You're on the album cover that I got in my house. Give me $1. And they're serious. Serious.
You on the album cover I got in my house? Give me $1.
Give me $1. Instant. Give me $1, automatically. No problem. Lola knows. No problem. Give up the cash, baby.
I tell you, what kills me is that you're always torn between what Thomas Wolfe said. You can't go home again, you know. You want to go back, you want to go home. And I'm not talking about in terms of relationships. I'm talking about going back to the street, the neighborhood.
I've had that problem. It's terrible.
Well, you keep moving from house to house, you know, and you've got so many. You don't have no problem with that.
It's funny, you know, we were talking about that earlier, but it's true. In Hollywood, I guess in the last few years, more money's been made in real estate than has been in acting. And for me anyway, and I started trading houses. And I just read in Los Angeles Times, LA Magazine rather, it said, I'll trade you 1 Doris Day for 2 George Hamiltons, throw in a jacuzzi, and 2 attack-trained poodles. Now, what is happening here is that Tony Curtis bought a house. It was Norma Talmadge's. Yeah. He bought it for $300. He sold it to Cher for $600, and now it's $1.2 million. And everybody's been trading houses back and forth. I mean, all you have to do, the problem is the downstroke. How much is the down payment? If you can't come up with more than 10 grand, that's where the problem is.
But we never had that problem.
No.
Sam.
Somehow nobody wanted to live where we were living except us.
Sam.
You know, I'm talking about in the old days. Hey, I'm like you now. Hey, I live in Beverly Hills, but I'm talking about the days, and my grandmother, Rose B., was the same way. It took me, after we made it, my dad sitting out here in the audience, right here, my father, Sam Davis.
Hey, Papa.
Stand up and take a bow, Dad. But I introduced him because we just celebrated our birthdays. And my dad, I'm very proud to say, because I hope I look that good next year. Not when I get to be his age, but he is 75.
No, are you kidding?
And he looks so marvelous. Now, let me tell you, we finally get a break, and we didn't buy the house, we rented a house.
That's right.
And tried to get Mama out. I ain't moving. After we finally persuaded, and I talked her into it. I said, Mama, I want you to come out here. Then when she came out, she wouldn't live with me. She said, because you have them wild parties all the time. She said, I got to get my sleep.
Amen.
But it's so funny to hear a much younger guy say that. And you can't move her, right?
I cannot get her out, no matter what. I've tried.
And where do you make your home now?
In Philadelphia. I'm planning on moving out here.
Of course.
I have a house for you for $1.2 million.
I'm not ready to spend $1.2 million. I haven't made $1 million.
All you need is $10,000 to get in.
That's a down payment, and see me, I'll give you $5 every Friday. Now that we know about, right?
I did buy a home in
This is
Philadelphia.
heaven.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more of my...
Wait a minute, your dad asked me to say it again.
What's that?
This is heaven.
This is
If the Lord lives anywhere, he got a place in Beverly Hills.
We'll be right back with more of our friends after this break.